Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol UGAZ. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So this here may look like several days worth of time. It's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame, and it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Bears are back in full control after a nice movement to the upside. The highs just keep getting lower and lower. So, I mean, however you want to envision that, but bulls are, have lost control of things. And just to offer up a little bit more context here, you can see that, like I said, after a very, very, very impressive movement to the upside, things have totally fallen apart and back down it goes. But as this one is shown, it can move very, very nicely. So it's always worth keeping an eye on. So I want to map out a couple areas of support, and then we can talk some levels of resistance in the event the price bounces. First key level of support, and what makes this chart interesting, is that it's getting relatively close to a very important level from the past, and that's right there at $14. And $14 is important. If you go back through the history of things, you can see a whole bunch of times acted as resistance. And I bring that up because there's a foundational rule in charting which states when levels of resistance are broken and close above, you want to see them act as support. And it was broken when the price gapped above there, and you can see on the pullback right there acted as support. And then from there, that was the big bounce point up, essentially kind of the rest was history at that point. Now you fast forward to today, and let me zoom back in here. So just remember where that $14 mark is coming from. And you can see it's still got a ways to go. And I'm not saying the price is for sure going to hit 14, but the price is definitely within striking distance of potentially going down and hitting 14 cents, which brings up the more than logical question of, hey, you know what, if the price does get down to that area, could that provide some sort of support? Now, am I saying that, and if only trading were this easy, am I saying that if it gets down there, then for sure the price is bouncing back to the upside because it has before? Absolutely not. There's no such thing as a guarantee, but it's at least a logical question to have because, yeah, the price has bounced upwards from that point before. So let's see, if the price can indeed, kind of repeat history. Now I'm going to zoom back in here. If there are any sort of bounces to the upside, then the big overarching level of resistance to keep an eye on is going to be that purple line there, the 50-period moving average. And that's nothing fancy or complicated. Anybody that uses charts or has even just a basic understanding knows that when the price is down below that 50-period moving average, it tends to act as resistance. And that's, definitely the important level that needs to be broken above. However, as of right now, the top priority is just simply trying to stabilize out. So we'll see if the price can work its way down to that $14 mark or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.